Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, with today's subject being: what do riders here in the UK really think about IAM Roadsmart? I am of course talking about those riders who, in good faith, paid hard-earned cash for a service which they feel they did not receive. And this is not about my story, this is about their story. And to those of you who are new to this channel, then welcome. And please take the time to view my other videos, as they're all about motorcycle rider training and are often interlinked. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you ever so much. So why do people find reasons to complain about IAM Roadsmart? To understand this, we must first understand who they are. The IAM Roadsmart are mostly ex-police riders and drivers who have, for some reason, found their way into the IAM, and that will be another video all of its own. In doing so, they receive a full paid salary which can complement their own current police pensions. So why do they use the police? It has been said that the police are the only riders who receive training beyond that of licence acquisition standards controlled by the DVSA. This is untrue. But does this make them better riders than others? Simple answer, no. Why not, do you ask? A rider's ability to ride better than another rider has nothing to do with their employment or their opportunities within that employment. It is fair to say that some standards of qualified and trained police riders remains to be quite poor. It depends therefore upon the individual and that person's character and personality type of how they apply themselves to the art of riding a motorcycle. It is fair to say in the world of service, most people can operate a car and certain operational controls, and to that end can operate and control a motorcycle to some degree. But just because you have an employment position, it does not mean that you are the best or will be the best or indeed can become the best rider or indeed become a biker overall. And that therefore leads the question: are they the right type of character to be examining people or training them and encouraging them to ride faster on the public roads, overtake more often, and offer a level of training such as IPSCA, which by some other training companies such as Rapid Rider, who are also staffed with ex-police, state that IPSCA can become a distraction which prevents safe riding. When members of the public or UK riders buy into IAM Roadsmart, they do so based upon the advertising of the IAM, which, like all adverts, is quite deceitful. Once the training begins and the truth reveals itself, which highlights a failed training system, the net result is the police examiners or observers fall out with the paid associate, and the associate loses all of their money, whilst the salaried ex-police officer still gets paid. And as we all know, once you fall out with the IAM Roadsmart and make a complaint or dare to make a complaint, their first port of call is to slam the communications door firmly in your face, look unfavourably upon you, and then normally they delete your membership as their first port of call. Completely unlike any other trading business that exists in the UK today. A complete one-off and totally and completely unacceptable. The IAM then instruct the associate group leader and its members to have nothing to do with that rider, or they will be looked upon unfavourably. Why do any associates continue to stay with such a company whose loyalty only goes as far as you being a subservient supporter as an observer, creating money which is sent up to the top table for the CEO to take his rumoured six-figure sum annually for himself, plus bonuses, of course? On the face of it, it's quite brilliant. If Mr. Tesco could have people to work for free, wouldn't that be great if prices were reduced and product standards were increased? But sadly, that's not the case with IAM Roadsmart. So with 5 minutes in, and let's get to the meat of the subject of this video. And it's all to do with the comments made by UK riders who have experienced the wrong end of IAM Roadsmart and the results of their complaints and suggestions to them. First of all, what I will do, I will simply pick a video out of thin air that I've already made. In this case, it was the Reg Local assessment of username Kate, which caused more chaos and fuss than even I could have expected. But what I will do, I'll just read out maybe the top 5 comments just to let you know what people thought about that, to prove that it's just not my word against Reg Locals. And the deeper we look into that video, we can unravel the real truths. Truth number 1. Did you know username Kate's father was an ex-motorcycle rider, and therefore she has no excuse whatsoever not to be the best female rider we have here in the UK. Also, don't forget she did complete the Rapid Riders training, which means her eye level view for speed and accuracy should also be second to none. But in the video in front of Reg Local, where he calls her a candidate, which is the term used for recruitment into the Freemasons, and not an associate, which is the recruitment into IAM Roadsmart, it begs the question of what was really going on. But don't listen to me, let's listen to other people's comments. Now, you can read these comments within the videos that I've put up there. People have made these comments freely, but I've just gathered them up roughly to give you an idea. So let's get into the first one. In position 1, a comment made, I 100% agree with your assessment of username Kate's ride. I am a former national observer and a master's holder, and her ride, this person says, was never even a pass, never mind a first. It was a poor effort in their honest opinion. Shame on you, Reg Local. Next comment, same video. I saw the original test video before your video and must say that I was incredulous that she even passed, let alone with a first. As an IAM observer myself, here we go, experienced eyes, it was clearly evident that she did not meet the required standard to achieve a pass, and the overtake with a junction to the right should have been an instant fail. Moreover, her riding in general was clearly not at the required standard, and we ask why, to be taken an advanced test. I also agree that there's an emphasis on making progress within the IAM. Whilst I understand the rationale, safety should always override making progress. Hurrah, I echo your comments. I wonder, they go on to say, if the fact that the rider concerned was a very active YouTube channel influenced the examiner and consequently influenced his public test result. That's not an excuse, just saying that it may have played a part. Well, good for you, young person, for speaking up in such a clear and accurate manner. Comment number 3 says, it doesn't make sense for civilian bikers on a safety course to even have to be making progress as part of their course, and I completely concur to that. It's because the IAM stuff is a CC of Police biking handbook and not relevant to making progress for civilians, and that's where I feel is the divide line. Ex-police riders given the freedom and carte blanche to go out and examine as at their will, and they decide if you are riding how they used to ride at the end of their gung-ho course back in the police training sector. We are not the police, we are civilians. We do not have a necessity to overtake, especially when pressurised to do so. But let's move on. Comment number 4. This person unfortunately says, I was thinking of doing an advanced course, but I'm now in two minds. No disrespect to username Kate, that was never a pass, let alone a first, and there's someone who's not even received any advanced rider training. Was it really so obvious? Shame on you, Reg Local. And comment number 5 states, she is a terrible rider. Road positioning, speed, not paying attention to road signs, lack of observations, shoulder checks or lifesavers in brackets. Forget passing with a first level, she shouldn't have passed at all. She is too overconfident and this will end bad. She later did have a crash on a track day. He should have stopped the test and told her she needs to slow down on blind bends, dips and going over blind crests. It appears IAM Roadsmart, it is not just my eyes that easily spots these errors, it's everybody else who rides a bike and has eyes of their own. So to a person who's had a lifelong experience of a father of a police motorcyclist, the training from an advanced rider group, experience of a rapid rider course of instruction, and then the benefit of an assessment by Reg Local, how does she fare in the real world? She overtook my friend on the back road to Rivington last year. She was test riding a Triumph Rocket 3, if I remember correctly. She passed him on a double, I presume that's a double white line, in a 40 zone, like he was standing still. We got to the bike meeting and she was there wearing black jeans, high-heeled boots and a tweed jacket. She'd just come from the gentleman's ride out. My mate told her to slow down or she wouldn't see her next birthday. Then to her boyfriend turned up on a twist and go wearing trainers and shorts and a t-shirt. They then swapped bikes and rode off. I have no time, they say, for these self-appointed experts. She doesn't know one end of a bike from another. How extremely sad it is for people like me to hear such comments from people I've never met about somebody else who's a YouTuber who I don't really know. The bottom line here is, it appears that anyone who attempts an IAM Roadsmart Advanced Rider course either doesn't receive proper professional training or coaching, and certainly passes with ease any examinations certainly conducted by Reg Local for no other reason than she is an influencer with a successful YouTube channel, and after that she then does not uphold her position as an advanced certificate holder, and that she rides in a manner which causes fear and alarm to other motorcycle road users, which in itself, Kate, is a traffic offence. Is that what you learned from IAM Roadsmart? But don't worry everyone, this is only the first feedback I've had from real people in the real world of real motorcycle riding, and it's only the first video of some 30 videos I've got yet to follow, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to wrap this up fairly soon, and I'm simply going to read out one or two of the comments which kind of stuck out, and it's comments like this type of thing is exactly why I left the IAM. I would love to speak with you over the phone and tell you of my similar experiences with this despicable group. Thank you for your videos, Alien 13. I wish I'd known all this before spending my hard-earned cash on the IAM. IAM mentality. You're not a biker until you get a first. I'll make this declaration. There is not one single biker in IAM Roadsmart. There are people who operate motorcycles, period, but they will never ever be bikers. Well said and well explained. About time somebody stands up and confronts these money oriented people. And last but not least, it's plain to see you are an experienced and learned man. I can only surmise the IAM operative must have felt threatened or inferior in their role of instruction to such an aforementioned person. I appreciate your need to highlight the complete inadequacy and bullying you have had to experience merely for not following suit. I fully respect your response and thank you, it saved me a lot of wasted effort, money and frustrated emotions. It was never my intention to turn anyone away from IAM Roadsmart, but the whole purpose of reviewing anything and everything by social media is to give us all a heads up so we can make our own informed decisions. This is a few handful comments of literally dozens upon my YouTube channel. IAM Roadsmart, this is my message to you. Change tack. Change and head into a different wind. Travel forward on a new voyage without focusing on more profit. Bring back the old IAM Roadsmart. Raise the rider training standards. Shy away from useless publications and spend more time on the street. Hard facts. Demonstrate by leadership. Demonstrate by riding. Show the riders how to perform. And identify the standards between the IAM Roadsmart publication and what your ex-police riders remember from back in the day when they did their police riders course some many years ago. Nobody in IAM Roadsmart is on the same page, and that is the ultimate fault and failure of not only the CEO but Richard Gladman, the author of those publications. It's time to pull up your socks, IAM Roadsmart, because it appears to me that people are voting with their feet. But what's saddened at the moment is IAM Roadsmart don't give a shit. If you dare to question them, they just simply close the door, cancel your membership and shout next down the hallway. How shallow has this company become? Please leave your comments in the section below, and as always, remember, think safe, ride safe, and I hope to see you not reading the next publication. Bye for now.